right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know what time it is, man. If you like the video, subscribe for more daily 2K content, and let's get right into it, man. NBA 2K26, I'm digging the game, but like I said, I enjoyed 25, man. And you know, there are some things that I don't like about the game, but I care not to talk about them because y'all ain't here for that, man. People that want to watch people play 2K and do their thing, man, they want to see people have fun, like the game, and all of that. Ain't nobody trying to sit up here and listen to nobody cry about the game. Well, and this and that, and the shot contest, and this, and this rhythm shooting, and this, and this is having fun. Shut the f up. Shut the f up. The thing is, if people are having fun doing something, they don't want to see somebody else crying about what it is that they're having fun doing. That's why the content creators, there's a way to tactfully talk about the issues in the game, but at the same time not cry about every issue that's in the game or what have you, and down the game and just hate on the game and bash the game. There's a way to do it, and that's what we try to do on this channel, man. But before we do anything, man, I want y'all to listen to this word from Kev on stage, man, for my creators out there, man. I think everybody needs to hear this. And if you're not a creator and you don't care about this, man, this is a 2-minute and 22-second video. 222, that's always been a crazy number for me, man. So listen to Kev on stage, and then we're gonna go into the rest of the video. Talk to him, Kev!
Content creators, gather around. Here's 5 things I would tell you if I was your content creator mentor and I wasn't afraid to hurt your feelings. So if your feelings are easily hurt, just scroll away. Go on, take them thumbs up. Because if you're still here right now, I'm about to give it to you real rap raw. Number 1, you're inconsistent.
Fact.
You're inconsistent and you know it. You say, I'm gonna post, I'm gonna keep on, be good, man, and you don't, okay? You start, you stop, you pick it up, you put it down, you start over, blah, 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 blah. You're inconsistent. I'm not even saying be as consistent as me, but on your own standards, what you say you're gonna do, you don't do it. Number 2, you're too focused on the views. If it does well, you excited. I'm gonna keep posting. Oh, this went viral. Oh, I'm doing good. If it don't do good, you're like, man, this is the algorithm, man. I'm shadow banned. Ain't nobody trying to show my stuff. My friends don't support me. Blah, 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 wham, wham, wham. You're too focused on the views. You're not focused enough on the work. Focus on the work. Number 3, there's people who are less talented than you that are doing better than you because they are consistent.
That's a hard one to swallow.
You be hate watching their videos, send them in the group chat. Look at them, look at them. They can't do this, they can't do that. But they're consistent. They're blowing past you. And you hate watching them, making fun of them. They're doing better than you doing. Okay? Did you want me to be true or not?
That's what I'm
talking about. Number 4, you don't need a team. You don't need a team. You need to work harder. Okay, everybody, if I just had a team, you see how many videos I post? You know who edits almost all of those? Pretty much everything you see in my hand, sauce on the internet, that's all me. Right. Okay, I have a team for other stuff, but for my social media, it's me. All right? And number 5, I can give you my masterclass for free, which I do. If you get successful failure pre-order now, you can click the link in my bio, show your proof of purchase, and I'll give you countless hours of my masterclass for free and with the book. And guess what? You still wouldn't accomplish what I have because you ain't gonna execute it. I can give you the tools, I can give you the information, but you ain't gonna be consistent and do it for long enough. So I can give it to you free and you ain't gonna do it because you ain't consistent. And you don't focus on the right thing. And you ain't committed to the work. All right, now you got the talent, you got the ideas, you got the plan, you got all that, but you just don't do it. All right, and I'm sorry. But you wanted to hear this if you're still here.
And that's a fact right there, Kev, because I know why. When I tell people that why I haven't gotten to where I want to on YouTube, the first thing I always cite is my inconsistency. I just not on enough. I'm not on enough. I don't do enough. I don't push the right stuff. I just don't. I understand that in all these years, I've probably been on YouTube since 2009. And I am my own worst enemy because I'm always doing something. And it could be my ADHD. It could be the fact that I'm sitting here trying to I've always got several businesses going at one time. This is what I got. I got a phone business. I got a t-shirt business. I got a DTF printing business. We got a ton of businesses going on. Plus I'm a computer engineer and all that. I just don't and I got 2 or 3 channels on YouTube. But the thing is, he's right. It's consistency. If you're trying to make it on YouTube, man, consistency is key. If you're trying to be on Twitch, people be like, Jay, what's the key to making it on Twitch or YouTube? I say, you got to be on this motherfucker when nobody else is on. That's it. You got to lay on this joint and just be on this joint and really just do it. And that's why we got people like my boy Quavo, man, the 7'4 king, man, the king of starting five. That's why Quavo is successful. Man, y'all ain't even see what this man did last week. He was on 15 hours a day last week, grinding that event. Up at 4 o'clock in the morning, streaming to almost 4 on the other side, taking 2 or 3 hour breaks in between, man. That is consistency. This dude been consistent for the last, since 2K22, 2K21 when he came back. That's the key. Consistency is key. It's not start, stop, all that, man. So make sure y'all go over there and check out that video, man, where he took down a 7'4. 7'4 took him down to the wire, to the limit to the wall, and he defeated that guy in starting five. It's a great video, man. You also got to be entertaining, but all of that, just like Kev said, there are people that are less entertaining than me. There are people that are less knowledgeable than me. There are people that are not as good at the game as me. There are people that lack the innovation, all of that. But guess what? They post every single day, and they're consistent, and I'm not. And we probably all fall into the same boat. And not the same boat, the same boat. And that's what we need to be working on, man. But up next, speaking of consistency, one of the pinnacles of consistency, that boy Chad Beans. Hey, man, thoughts on this? He says, when you go on a streak, when you go on a hot streak and everyone is trying to get it, you should be able to hop off and take it. If I hop off a 47 streak, I should get 47 KVC. That would incentivize streaking, but it would also incentivize running when you get to a certain thing. So this is what I think. I think when your streak is broken, you should split the pot. You split the pot. That's it. We used to get nothing for streaking, right? So if I stay on the streak and run it all the way up, and I run it up to 47,000, then we both get 23.5. That's what I say. Or we both get 47 when it's broken. You understand what I'm saying? Because I've beaten everybody that came. I beat 47 people, you beat one person. So we should either split the pot, or they should show you, if the streak is broken, what your part of the pot is and what their part of the pot is. And what that would do is, y'all already see, man, like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. I'm cold at this game. Y'all don't see that thing. Look at that thing. That thing running out right there, man. Don't worry. Give me the basketball and let me shoot it. Trays up, splash down. But yeah, they should have like a running pot. Like if you lose, your take, like a 50-50. Like, you know, when you go to the games or what have you, it's a 50-50 joint. Your take and their take. We should either split the pot, or I don't want you to get something for getting off the streak, right? Because if you get off the streak, then that's gonna make it so people just run it. What people would do in that case, they're gonna go to an easy park and then just run up a streak in anonymity, and then they're just gonna keep getting off their own streak. So I don't want that. You should have to get beaten, but maybe they'll run up the streak and then they're gonna lose on purpose or something. I don't know. It could be exploited in any way, but I do agree that you should get something. I'd like the 1.25, 1.5, and the 2 times VC multiplier as you're going up. Because if you do that, then you're gonna be at 1,000 per, and when you get to a 47 streak, then you should already be, like, let's say if you're getting 1,000 VC per game, when you get to that 47 streak, you should already have 47,000 VC and you should be good. So that incentivizes you to stay on and keep playing. And then, you know, for somebody to come break the streak, man, that's what I think, man. I think that'll be dope, man. But he also doubled down and then said, hey, 2K26 is weird experience because Park is actually more difficult than the stage. Even though there are better players in the stage, nobody misses in the Park, and it feels like I'm playing the second coming of Jesus Christ Superstar every 5 games. You're absolutely right about that, man. I ain't gonna lie about that. It's tough. And out there in the Park, man, like in the Park, in that event, all that. In the theater, man, it be seeming like it's crazy, but it really just depends on who you're playing with and all of that. But you will inevitably run against somebody that's gonna come out there and they're just gonna rock. They're gonna rock your shit, and you're gonna be like, man, bro, it makes you feel like you couldn't play the game at all, man. But it is what it is. Up next, we got that boy IQ Contain saying, go argue with a wall, but a 7'4 center takes 0 skill on 2K26 at the moment, and he's absolutely correct. Because on 7'4, like, I don't know if y'all played Triple Threat Park last year, but we played a lot of Triple Threat Park, and that's why we are not even really phased by this. Because when you play Triple Threat Park and you play Wimby, you play Yao, you play Big Z was out there, I think was out there, but you play Wimby, you play Yao, who else was out there? I'm trying to think who else was. Well, it's just big for no reason. Porzingis. There's a lot of guys that are just big for no reason. Not that Shaq. it didn't matter what you did. You couldn't contest their shots. Really, you wasn't bumping nobody, and they were just going up inside, and there was absolutely nothing you could do about it except watch them score. And that's something that it sucks, but it is true because you don't even have to make good decisions at a 7'4", man. And then that boy Quavo, he came out there and said, and the link to that video gonna be in the description, man. Make sure y'all hit that up, show him some love, tell him easy, sent you all that good stuff, man. Cause like, man, that man on his grind. And people that's grinding, they need to be saluted, man. But hey, them 7'4s gotta go, bro. Yeah, when you play a game, like when you play certain game modes and you don't run into 7'4s that much, I think it's easy to just be like, whatever. When you go play starting 5 or you start playing this rec, bro, I seen one dude that's been complete and utter ass at the game every year that we've played together. Every time I play with this cat, he loses. Dang, dude, when it made a 7'4, all of a sudden them jokers was winning. So like, you see what I'm saying? Like. And he's hitting shot like, bro, he was on a guard, couldn't do anything. Made a 7'4, brought him out there, didn't rank him up or anything, just put him to 695. First time he playing on the 7'4, and he out there and they was hooping and they blowing people out. Lost by 50 the first game, and then he make the 7'4, and then now they win every single game. Now it could be because they're playing lower competition because you're a black plate and all that, but it's just crazy that people get better and the only thing they did was make a 7'4. It's absolutely insane. Up next, we got that boy Power, and he's just saying no matter what anybody thinks about rep in different modes, we should all be able to agree that no way that rep in starting 5 should beat 2 times rep in the park. That's broken. Then he came back because people was trying to attack him or whatever. He just said, let me clarify, since it seems unclear, because I'm going to clarify. I'm saying that 1 park game should be worth more. I'm not saying that 1 part game should be worth more than a starting 5 game. That would be ridiculous because it's longer. What I am saying is if both players played the same mode over the same period of time, let's say an hour, and they have the same performance, their rep should be similar. And so that's more or less what he's saying. They should be balanced. They should balance the modes out. And then he says, I was using Enzo's example to prove that they were not. If he has 2 times rep in the park all day and someone has 1 time rep in starting 5 playing all day, for it even to be possible for him to be passed, that has to be something seriously wrong with the rep system. Or the person got something else on their joint. But let's just take Enzo's joint. He says I get 0.2 on my bar and my man gets 0.7 for his. Let's say you can play about what? You could play 2 starting 5 games in an hour? But okay, and then how many, what you could play like 20, probably 20 or 30 twos games in an hour? Because they be getting people up out of there, man. Let's be real. They be getting dudes out of there in 2 minutes, or a minute and a half sometimes, bro. Like dudes really be getting up out of there. So let's just say you could play 20, twos games in an hour. Because that'll give you 3 minutes apiece or something like that. If you play 22 games in an hour, that's gonna give you what? That's gonna give you 1.2, something like that, because you get 0.2 every time. So 20 times 0.2 is 12. You're gonna get 1.2, and then you getting 0.7. You could probably play 2 of those in an hour. It is very similar, but I guess what he's saying is because he's get 2 times rep on that. But I think the quality of opponent also factors into reps. So if he's getting that, I just think that you're not going to get many high quality games on the twos court, because if you're up there, if you're playing on the twos court and you're playing on the court that the no squad twos court and you're just playing randoms all day, the quality of opponent is not going to be as high as somebody playing starting 5 that's a red plate. He's playing another red plate. Like you playing black plates all day. I don't know what they're playing all day. They could be, if you're playing a variety of people. And then the other person is playing just on their level, so they're just playing red plates. There's gonna be a disparity in the rep or what have you. So I mean, I think that it's fair. I think it's fine, but I definitely do see his point. But hey, whoever grinding your account when you're not grinding it, then they need to be playing starting 5. That's what it is. We know them boys ain't doing it by themselves, or maybe they are. I don't know, but hey, if somebody grinding your account while you sleep, then they need to be playing more starting 5. That's all I can say. I mean, maybe that's what y'all need to do. Up next, that boy Ja Bridge, 4th man, and the assault on rhythm shooting continues. More people were using the button than rhythm shooting in 2K26, and it was 70 to 30. I've been using rhythm since the beginning, and that's what they said. And so here we go, where people are saying, look, if they take out tempo shooting, it's a wrap for a lot of y'all. It could be, but I seriously doubt it. Them taking out tempo shooting is not going to make me take worse shots or what have you. And we play good defense. Look at this rotation right here, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Keep rotating. Keep rotating. This is what you got to do, man. I get broke. Brute comes over there, rotate, and I still look. He just missed a rhythm shot. So I mean, I don't know, man. It is what it is, and then I make a rhythm shot. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment sections. Should they take out rhythm shooting? Do y'all think it's a problem? Is it an issue? I really don't care. I've been shooting high in 2K forever. It's not gonna matter to me. And I'll tell y'all why I use it. One dude said, I'm convinced that people that don't see anything wrong with tempo shooting have never been good at been a good shooter at any 2K. I beg to differ with that. I've been a top shooter in every 2K, or a high shooter, or a high profile, whatever you want to call it, man. I've been shooting high percentages in every 2K that ever came out since 16, 15, 16, all this stuff. Let's just say 16. And yeah, I agree. But I also think that anybody using the 7'4 or the MIDI fading on twos, or they just now talking about the game, like I think that a lot of those guys have never been good at no other 2Ks. And you're right, there are a lot of people that have never been good at 2K, and they just want to, they're happy now, man. So, it is what it is. Let them people be happy, man. Rhythm shooting itself is not the problem. Whites are in the game only for that mechanic. If they completely remove whites, no one would care, because you would see rhythm go in a lot less. That's a lie. We've had green or miss shooting for the last few years, and the only reason that the community was happy is because the RNG on the edges, when it would have been white, they just turned it green. So what would happen is, if y'all keep sitting on this mechanic, the only thing Mike gonna do is just take away that second feedback, bro. That's all that's gonna be. And then everything, like, bro, we hit hella, and I mean hella whites in 2K21, 2K22, when people be talking about those were some of the best. So y'all can miss me with the whites talk, man. Like, it is what it is, but I get it though, man. And then Downward came back and he just said, man, they aren't whites. It can't be whites in a green or miss shot. There's no RNG, and there's a pure green window. The tempo is the timing. The slightly early stuff you're crying about is irrelevant, because you can green that part and still miss if you don't green the tempo. And that's absolutely correct, and we've done that a few times. The tempo is all that matters for determining shot success. Please turn your brain on. It's a different mechanic. People are greening whether the timing says slightly early or excellent, late, whatever. The goal is to green the tempo. You don't need an excellent timing to green the tempo. But the better your timing is, the bigger the green window is for the tempo. Get that through your brains. Shooting is easy across the board, absolutely, whether you're a button or rhythm shooter. And there's no reason that so many people have success catching the tempo when mistiming the timing. Hey, it is what it is. Hey, we got first off, let's talk about Bauer, and we're gonna take a quick break right there. From JoeKnows them, they are the first team to 100-0 in Pro-Am right there, them boys. Hey, look, there we go right there. 100-0. Black market is 100-0 in the team Pro-Am, man. So they did their thing, man. Hey, but now back to the assault on tempo shooting, man. I said, brother, the problem is tempo shooting. Tempo shooting is way easier to time, and it doesn't change. Shot to shot. Okay, tempo doesn't change shot to shot like an actual jump shot timing. That's a you problem. It doesn't matter if you have latency or lag. Exactly. That's the whole point of tempo shooting, that you can shoot because it's visual, and if you got latency or lag, you can still hit the shot. It doesn't matter if you get a bad catch and it messes up your timing. It doesn't matter like timing does, where you have to read and react to a moving green window. Every shot based on stamina. That's actually true. And coverage and range, catch, gather animations, or more. You can close your eyes and shoot a tempo shot. It's more forgiving and easier timing. How many tempo shots do you see that have good tempo and bad timing versus how many shots you see with good timing and bad tempo? Nearly none. That's a lie. It's not a skill at all, and I shoot great with X, and stick shooting feels unnatural and dumb, and I refuse to switch. But that's your problem right there. That we could have stopped right here. You should have led with that. It feels unnatural and dumb for me, So I don't want to use it. So I don't want you to be able to use it either. And we can just really stop the video right there. But but anyway, because that's what you think. It felt unnatural and dumb to me, but I wanted to hit my shot, so that's what I did. Felt natural and dumb. I refused to switch, but the rest of my team tempo quick shots, every shot right in people's faces, every time they touch the ball, it's cheese. Let me tell you something, man. I'm gonna tell y'all the secret. My boy Man Grind Hard, he put out a video last year, right? Telling you that if you use tempo shooting, you could hit almost every shot that you took. Didn't matter how contested it was or any of that. It's been like this since last year. We were like, yo, if you time, we've discovered that right off the bat. Dang, you can shoot almost any shot. All you have to do is time it. But anyway, it is what it is. And then so Black Cobra says, so use it then. If it's so easy and provides so much of a competitive advantage, use it. Why is using something that provides a competitive advantage a bad thing? Now, there's 7'4s everywhere. Everybody used Jamal Murray behind the back in 24. The Curry slide was rampant in 21, but we're drawing the line at 2 flicks on the right stick. That you'll still have to time. Exactly, I agree with that. And then what's the name says the best. Power DF says the best players in the world are saying that there's an issue with rhythm shooting. The worst players in the world even admit that it's a lot easier. Competitive leagues abandon it, and some of you still refuse to admit that there's a problem. At this point, you're ignoring reality. I just think we don't care. We just don't give a single solitary motherfucker what nobody else says. People are going to use what they feel like is the easiest, and that's just that. I don't have no problem with nobody tempo shooting because I can contest that. I have a problem with the 7'4s because I can't contest it. If a person is wide open, he should hit the shot. Like I've never had no problem with that. I could be like, y'all just mad you can't leave people open no more. It is what it is, but it is what it is. And then Don Work, who just went yesterday and said he went all yesterday button shooting, and then he says that he's gonna see if he magically becomes fast. He says the only difference between button shooting is less fun and engaging. It feels less rewarding. Maybe I'm just biased because I've been rhythm shooting all 25. The stick also makes hop shot activation at any angle more consistent. And I feel like rhythm shooting is just more intuitive. Right, I agree with that. Intuitive way to shoot, and it's easier to match what you're seeing with the 2 motion input opposed to just the button. Yeah, just press and release. I agree with that. That's what I said. It just feels more natural to me. But hey, that's me. It just makes perfect sense for controlling the jump shot. That's probably why some people may be better using it. And that's how they shoot better. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'll tell y'all something in a second. What I don't understand is if rhythm is so easy and advantageous, why is this where people are suddenly drawing the line when it becomes to gain a competitive advantage? You cats will do anything, and I mean anything else to win. But when it comes to flicking down and up on the joystick, that's too much. Nah, y'all just don't like it, which is totally fine, but then you lose to people who use it and need an excuse. Stop crying. And then last but not least, my boy Christopher London, he says, the community be so toxic for no reason, man. It's insane how much people are shamed. It's insane how you get shamed for using rhythm shooting more than players that spam the same dribbles, hide behind screen animations, or actually cheat. Just delete the game if you don't use square. If you don't use square to shoot, you are not welcome. That's how it is, man. And we're gonna leave it right there, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna tell y'all something that I did see on yesterday, though. Oh, last but not least, though, man, then we gotta talk about this right here, man. Hey, Mike, look, bro, come on, man. My man spent the wheel, bro, and what did he get when he spent the wheel? We gotta see this. $250,000. Well, let me show y'all something. I'm about to spin the wheel in real time. And we gonna see what I get, because they always be, it was spin available. Okay, boom. We're gonna see what I get in real time because I need to see. We just gonna hit it on anything. What am I gonna get? Am I gonna get 250? 500? Mike, come on, man. Y'all boys be doing your boy so wrong, man. But hey, if I could have got that 250, I'd have been happy too. Listen, I did an experiment yesterday, and my little boy, I told y'all, LJ's on the spectrum. Y'all know this. I came in and I was like, if rhythm shooting is easier, then he should want to rhythm shoot over using the button or what have you. So I had him use both. he could not grasp the concept of rhythm shooting. It was hard, but he could make it, he could activate it, but he just couldn't do it. I said, okay, so now press the button, and when you see the button, when you see the ball hit his head, that's when you let it go. And I even had it on video, and I FaceTime T and everything, and I was like, yo, he is greening with the button. He's shooting, he even went to Street King shooting over people with the button, but he could not really, he couldn't get it with rhythm shooting. And so, like, to me, that just shows that it's a preference thing right there. He preferred to do that, and he's like, Daddy, can I play the game? I put it on his. He's been button shooting the whole time. It's because it's easier for him to grasp. And I think that because that's easier for most people to grasp, that's what they want to continue to use. They don't want to learn a new mechanic. And why like I said, why are we drawing the line there when there's so many other issues in the game and people are actually cheating? But we're gonna draw the line here at rhythm shooting or what have you. I do understand what people are saying, though. That might be an issue. My biggest issue with rhythm shooting is you can time a rhythm shot even when you're dog ass tired. That's my biggest issue with rhythm shooting. I'm not telling y'all to don't. I do use it, but yes, you can hit some crazy shots. I do think fades are absolutely ridiculous with it. And like I said, hitting shots when you're dog ass tired is something that I don't like either. Other than that, I really don't have an issue with rhythm shooting. I think people were fading in 21 when it was easy to fade and it was easy to shoot. And everybody was using the button, and there was a stick mechanic in the game then. It just was so broken, it was unusable in 2K21. We used it in 2K21 current gen because it was usable, but in 2K21 next gen, it became unusable because they had to fix it because of the centers, and it just was no longer intuitive or anything. I think this time they just doubled down and stuck with it. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Is rhythm shooting broken? Do you use it? Do you even care? Does it matter? Let me know. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. I will holler at y'all next time. Till next time. It's your boy Jay Easy, aka Fresh from the Barbershop, BK the People's Champ. Godspeed.